Good afternoon, Collector Side. I am your host, The Collector. I just wanted to come to you. Actually, I'm eating my lunch. And basically, the reason why I wanted to just come out and make this little video, I put it live. So if anybody joins in, great. If not, I'm just recording it just on my computer, simple, quick. But a buddy of mine on Facebook, actually, he posted to me a very, very thoughtful, insightful, and interesting question, and I'm looking for it now so I can read it directly to you guys. So he said he asked me, what line is the most fun? He means with product line, he means type of toy, whether it be 1/6 scale, whether it be 1/12, legend size, statues, etc. So that's such a cool question. Now this guy, he's posting in my groups. He's on Facebook. He's on my pages and stuff, and he's posted some really cool topics for conversation. I happen to really like this. I really like this question, and so that's why I wanted to come on here really quick, even though like right in the middle of my lunch. But I didn't want to wait because with the thoughts going through my head, I wanted to come out and just talk. But basically, that's such a good question because I think each individual product line, no matter what it is, no matter what size, scale, whatever you're looking at, every collector out there, all of you guys have your own things that you like. There are little bits and pieces of things you like about those particular product lines, whether it be the style, whether it be the scale, whether it be the characters you're collecting, whether it be a video game that you love, so you want to get that set of toys, whether it be this movie you want to collect all these characters for, or comic book company, or whatever it is. There's different aspects of collecting that we all love, and that's the beauty of having these pages and meeting all of these cool people that are in our groups and following us and looking at our pages, especially mine. That's one thing I really love about this hobby is you meet people that while they share similar interests to you, they have their own reasons for it, which is so fascinating to me. It's just so cool to see that there are people who, whether they may like the same thing as you, but could be for a completely different reason. So it's just, I think that's so cool. It's such a great question because really, for me, I collect a mix of different things, but with limits. I collect 1/4 scale figures. I collect 1/6 scale figures, 1/12 figures. I'm not really much of a statue person. While I love the artistic aspects and the sculptural quality of the statues, and I can really appreciate the craftsmanship and the sheer artistry that's involved in creating a statue. I've never really been into statues per se as a collector. That the particular price point for a lot of those statues are a little bit much for me. And then even with the smaller ones, I like to be able to move my stuff around and pose them in dynamic poses. If I'm going to display something, I'd like to have options for that particular piece and not, be stuck on one pose and only one pose. So that's just me. That's the way I collect things. That's just how I look at things for myself, for my own collection. So I do, I have Hot Toys figures, I have Mezco figures, I have Legends, I have 1/4 scale. Me personally, and as I shared with my friend here, I collect, so I have Ninja Turtles 1/4 scale from NECA, which I absolutely love. So NECA, keep it up. They're fantastic. I'm eagerly awaiting the Foot Soldier and Shredder. Hopefully I'll get to see them at Toy Fair, which will be really awesome. I have also 12th scale action figures of the Ninja Turtle lines from NECA, which I love. I absolutely love those figure lines, and I've been collecting those. And then I have a couple of Legends, but I've kind of scaled back on the Hasbro Legends because I've really fallen in love over the last 2 years with the Mezco figures. I remember when the Dark Knight Returns Batman first came out, and I saw the promo pictures for that, and I was crazy about it. And my wife said to me at the time, $60 for an action figure? Are you out of your mind? So, but 2 years down the road, she has purchased probably, I'd say, a good 35 of my figures in my collection, and my other figures in my collection, I'd say the remaining 16 figures are from my mother-in-law. So there you go. those figures I absolutely love. Almost sometimes in a love-hate relationship, I have to say, because let's be honest now, I love Mezco's figures. I think that some figures are excellent. Some figures hit it out of the park, and the quality is magnificent, and there's no doubt about it. Some figures are not so great. I'd say that that's very few and far between, but I feel like when you pick up that Dark Knight figure and you hold it in your hands, it's a very different feeling figure than the new stuff that's coming out. It's not as heavy. The joints seem a little weaker. You know what I mean? Like that Dark Knight figure is magnificent. But other than that, I mean, Hulk was a kind of a letdown. I was really looking forward to it. The sculpting is excellent. The face, the head sculpt is beautiful, really dead on. But the things that bother me about that particular figure, you can check out my review on my page here for all the little things that kind of bug me about it. Thor is really good. Some weird stuff with that figure, but I will be doing a review sometime in the next couple of days, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But otherwise, for me, so I love the Mezco figures. Now I've started also kind of getting into Hot Toys. My first Hot Toy figure was about 2 years ago. My wife bought for me for Christmas, and that is the Christopher Reeve Superman, the movie special edition figure. That's just a holy grail piece for me. I absolutely love that figure. It's a top piece for my collection. It is my grail piece for my collection. That is my number one all-time favorite Hot Toy, probably one of, if not my absolute favorite collectible figure piece. And if you are able to get your hands on that, go for it. I was lucky. I just happened to find it on eBay. Got it from someone overseas. It's 100% authentic. And I literally got it for cost when it was released, which I was amazed to find it, because even 2 years ago when I got it, it was 3.5 years, 4 years old, I think, or 3 years old. So that is my holy grail of a figure. Also, I'd say now I've got in my collection, I've got a bunch of the Star Wars figures. I'm really digging the Star Wars Hot Toy figures. So I have Empire Strikes Back Vader, New Hope Luke. I have the Han Solo Chewbacca 2-pack from New Hope. I have Han Solo disguised as Stormtrooper. I wanted a really cool Stormtrooper, and I just felt like it would be really cool to have the Han Solo figure because I love the backdrop that lights up. I like the fact that you can use the other head sculpt on the Han Solo body, so there's 2 different facial expressions that you can change off. And the helmet sculpting is much better, in my opinion, on the Harrison Ford Han Solo figure than it is on the regular Stormtrooper. So that's my opinion. So I have those, and then I have my quarter scale NECA Turtles, and I've gotten some Legends figures, which I've slowed down on just because I kind of been going the Mezco route. So rather than buying a set of Marvel Legends figures, I've been getting the Mezco figures, and also I kind of am phasing out of the Marvel Legends and getting into really like the Mezco figures, which are kind of the next level up as far as the craftsmanship goes. Legends tends to remold a lot of stuff. They tend to just paint things a little differently, but it's the same figure from another line or from 2 lines ago, and they're retooling it over and over again. I like them, but I've slowed down on them. Also, the prices have gone up, so now they're between $20 and $25 a piece, and it's I also don't like the way they're releasing figure lines. That, to me, I have a little bit of a problem with, because when they release these figure lines, like for example the Spider-Man series or one of the movie-centric series figures, they give you like 2 figures you want, a bunch of crappy figures that you don't. You try to collect a Build-A-Figure that looks really good, and one of the figures is a chase figure that's really hard to find, that is like the piece you need to complete the Build-A-Figure. And then they also give you a figure where like you have to have it for your collection because it's a really cool character, and that one is also really hard to find. So it's just kind of annoying. That's just me. But I've gotten into also Figuarts. As Figuarts figures, wowzer. As far as 6-inch figures go, those are really amazing. The likenesses may not be so great. I like the comic book style kind of, a little bit more, I think, because they can kind of take more liberties with the likeness of the character. But as far as like all the movie lines, really good. I mean, the posing for these things. Now, my big thing for me is range of motion, and articulation. So I can forgive one or the other depending on which one is better. So, for example, a figure that has really good articulation, I'm kind of okay if it doesn't have as much range of motion, but not as much as I can sacrifice articulation for range of motion. My big thing is range of motion. I like figures that can do the really dynamic, natural human poses. Those figures are fantastic for that. Mezco figures also are really good for that. And Marvel Legends has gotten much better as far as being able to pose your figures in really dynamic poses. The sculpting is kind of choppy and kind of yucky, but posing wise, very good. Modern Marvel Legends figures, probably the last 3 years worth of figure lines have improved significantly. So again, just kind of getting back to the main point, it just depends on what you love and what you like to collect. What are the reasons that you like to collect the things that you collect? I'd love to hear it. Post it in the comments. I'd love to see your responses from people. I think it's a great topic of conversation to just share why you like some of the things that you like. For example, forgive me, I just discovered, thanks to my lovely wife for buying this for me for Valentine's Day, these little guys, and I have Robot somewhere over there, but this is Toshi, master of the martial arts. This is the Grim Reaper. Yes, that's right, the Grim Reaper. And they are from Wowie Toys, and she bought these for me at Walmart. They're borderline offensive. You have to have a sense of humor about these. But heads is what they're called. They're called butt heads, and they are fantastic. Really, it's just good for a laugh. It's a stress reliever. So there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, they go from a hot toy figure to butt heads. I mean, it's just it is what it is. Life is funny that way. So that's pretty much it. So that, my friends, is the state of the collector side, formal address, at least for this week. And, just wanted to pop on there because I think that's a great topic of conversation. So I pose this question to you, my followers, viewers. What do you like to collect? Why do you like to collect it? What is your favorite figure line to collect? Why did you, per se, select collecting a 1/6 scale figure line versus a 1/12 scale figure line? Why did you decide to go the statue route versus the hot toy route? Why are you collecting Mafex figures versus Figuarts? What do you think the differences are that make you like it better? I'd love to hear your thoughts, your opinions. Post them to the comments, and please, by all means, like this video, share this post, subscribe to my channel, share the page links. I need subscribers. So the more subscribers I have, the more videos I can bring to you, the more figure reviews I can do. I've got a whole list of figure reviews coming up in the next week or so, and I need the time to do it. But I'm really eager to. I have a whole laundry list of stuff I want to get out to you guys to show, to do figure reviews for. I've got some Sideshow Collectibles, in-house brand figures, like I've got Daredevil and Batman to review. I've got a C-3PO I want to review. For Hot Toys, I have my Concept Iron Man, my Concept Cap. I have my Battle Damaged Batman versus Superman Batman to review. Next week coming will be Neo sometime next week or the week after. So I can't wait to get that in my hands. That's one of those things, like, I'm not an army builder, but I just pick the things that I really like, and that's what I go for. I'm not going to buy 12,000 Stormtroopers just to have the army of Stormtroopers. I wanted one cool Stormtrooper, and that's why I selected the Han Solo as Stormtrooper figure. I kind of got the best of both worlds. I got an alternative head portrait for Han Solo, and then also I got a really good helmet sculpting that it comes with an adapter piece that you can fit. So you just put him as a Stormtrooper. He's just a Stormtrooper figure. So that's why I really love that figure. But post it in the comments. I'd love to see your responses. I'll be watching. I'll be checking the post here. So I'd love to see some comments and chat me up. I'm happy to talk always. And also once again, if you guys need anything, send me a message, post in the comments. I'm happy to give you a link to whatever figures you guys are looking for. The more I can help you guys find the things that you're looking for through the links to Sideshow and through the links to Entertainment Earth, the more that helps me out. So that's pretty much it. That's how this thing works. We gotta, build those followers so I can get those products, so I can review those figures for you. And so that, these companies will hire me to be your voice. That's the idea, right? Take care, keep calm, pose on, happy collecting, buy something cool today. Don't spend too much money if you can't. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, guys.